Okay, today we got a '02 Honda Accord with a 2.3 liter engine. It been diagnosed as a bad head gasket, and we're gonna attempt to fix on it to get it back running. Right now it's a no start. It would crank but no start. I diagnosed it as a head gasket. I removed the radiator cap and turned it over. You can see the combustion gas coming out of there. So first I'm gonna pull the spark plugs out, and I'm gonna run a compression test on it to see what cylinder I really gotta focus on as when I get the head off. So I'm gonna start on it by removing the plugs, and I'll get you back on when I start. Okay, after removing the spark plug, I have confined coolant on the number 1 and the number 4 spark plug. Number 2 and number 3 is dry. So this is a good sign. So that means it's pretty much blown on the outside. So it's a good chance that the head just only warped a little, but we definitely gonna get it checked when we get it off. So let me, well, since we already noticed the info with the spark plug, I don't have to run the compression test, so I already know what cylinder is affected. So I could just get started disassembling, and I'm gonna start by removing the valve cover. And let me get you back on when I get that off. Okay, I went on ahead and removed the heat shield for the exhaust. It's just 3 bolts holding it on. I removed the bolts for the valve cover. Pull it up and out the way. I already got some penetrant on the exhaust bolts, so they can be soaking already because they pretty rusty. And I see one exhaust manifold bolt is already missing or broken or whatever. And also the distributor seal leaking pretty bad, so I'm gonna replace that also since I have it apart. And I'm also gonna replace the water pump. So engine is fairly clean in the inside. Okay, and I'm keep on going. I'm gonna remove the coolant neck, the coolant outlet. I try to get the exhaust manifold bolts off without snapping any. Then we can move on to the back and work on the fuel injectors. So, let me get back to work, and I'll get you back on when I make a little progress, or I make it to a part that I think you really should see. Okay, you got the coolant outlet removed in the exhaust manifold. This bolt over here was also broken, as you can see by the blown out gasket. But it's enough sticking out. I'm gonna try to extract that one and replace that one. And this one pretty much broken off inside the head. So see what you're gonna want to do about that. But like it had a bad valve cover leak back here also, all over the intake manifold. So you get heating and all that replace at the same time. But I'm gonna start removing the hoses and stuff from the throttle body. And I'm gonna remove the upper timing cover. Get that out the way before I put it up on jacks, and remove the engine mount. But yeah, making good progress. I'm also, when I get it up on the jack, I'm gonna put it at the top dead center. Gotta remove the front wheel over here on this side and the driver's side. And I'm putting it at the top dead center because I can remove the distributor and start on the timing. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up in the back first with the fuel injectors and everything off the intake manifold. So like I said, making good progress. Probably can get it tore down today and see what the problem is. So I'm just gonna keep on moving, and it is hot. So yeah, I'm trying to get as much done as I can before I have to go inside. So I'm gonna remove the battery cable now and start removing components on the dry belt side. Yeah, let me get you back on when I'm making a little more progress. We made a little progress. Got the distributor unplugged, got the coolant thermostat outlet removed. Remove most of the connectors and the hoses from the intake panel. And we move back over here. We have a couple of ground wires on this 10mm bolt. I'm gonna get the stems removed. Then I'm gonna go and remove the fuel injectors. And I think we'll be ready to put in that top dead center after I remove the power steering pump. And I removed this 13 belt down there also, so gotta loosen the alternator. That bolt, let me go and spray it, and look pretty rusty. Got this spray down, and got that on the front also for the tensioner. So I sprayed, remove the belts. Be ready to clock at the top of this cell and get the engine mount on this side removed. Okay, let me make a little more progress and I'll kick it back in a minute. Okay, I think I've reached the stopping point for today. I went on ahead and removed the intake plenum and the fuel injector completely. Disconnected it here. And the intake plenum got 5 bolts, 3 in the front, 2 in the back. I also removed the dipstick tube and the upper timing cover, got that off. So now when I start back, all I have to do is go and lift the car up, remove the engine mount, then I can remove the lower timing cover and set it #1 cylinder TDC. Then I can remove the distributor and the timing belt, and the head will be ready to come off, and we'll see what we got then. Let's get you back on tomorrow. Okay, it's a new day and we back with the Honda. So far, I lifted it up, removed the wheel, pulled the clip out of here so to get access to that harmonic balancer. I broke that bolt loose. Then I rotated counterclockwise till I got to the top dead center. And you can see, it's better to see it on this side. See, this notch, it's lined up with the inside of the pulley, the notch on the side of the pulley. And you got a line on both sides that's even with the cover. So then I removed the distributor. I removed the cap first. Then I removed the 2 12mm bolts that hold it on, and the seal was leaking on it. So we're gonna replace that also. A lot of oil down there. So now you might need this tool to get the bolt broken on the harmonic balance. If it's all really tight, and you will need it for the tightening back up also. So now all I gotta do is remove the lower timing cover, and I can start breaking loose the head bolts, then be ready to pull it off. Let me get you back on when I make a little more progress. Okay, I went on and pulled out the timing cover, and I don't know if you can see it down there, but on the balance shaft, the marks are lined up. And on this one also, and the crank is pointed straight up. If you look in the back, on the timing cover, it's a timing marker back there where the keyway is lining up with. So you see everything in time. I can go and pull the timing belt and get ready to pull the head out. So I'm gonna get started on it, and I'll get you back on when I make more progress. Okay, finally got the head removed, and what I found out is the front 4 bolts didn't have hardly any breakaway, so it wasn't very tight. And as you can see, it's like where the gasket warped it. So I'm pretty sure the head was loose at the front, but all the other bolts were extremely tight, especially the ones in the back. But the front ones were pretty loose. And you see how the gasket sit flat everywhere else, except at the front where it was loose. So gotta pay extra attention to the front of the block and the head when I look at it and see what do he want to send it to the machine shop or not. But yeah, I'm check it out, and I get you back on when we make a little more progress. Okay, one side note, I pulled the intake manifold with the head, and one thing you got to look out for when you do remove all the head bolts is there's a bracket in the back here that's attached to the intake manifold. It's held in by a 12mm, and you'll have to get that one out before you lift it out. Okay, now we in the home stretch. I got the cylinder head back on. I got it torqued down. I did it 3 stages of torquing it, 29 foot-pounds, 51, then this last pass was 72 foot-pounds. And I went ahead and reinstalled my timing belt. All the line marks still lined up. I already rotated the engine over 360 degrees. It lined right back up. So now it would just be adding the other components like the intake manifold and finishing up the job. I'm gonna replace the thermostat also where I got it off. So I'll get you on when I make a little more progress. Okay, I reinstalled my thermostat housing with new seals, and new seals on the cooling pipe also. Installed a new thermostat. I went ahead and installed my planner. Got it plumbed up. It's a cooling hose on the back there. I had installed that first before mounting the planner. They make it a lot easier to get to the clamp, and got everything mounted and hose connected. So now I'm just gonna I got the fuel injector installed also. So I'm going to install the valve cover and reinstall the rest of the wires, and put a new, I got a new seal for this one also. I'm gonna install them. Then I'm gonna move over to the power steering pump and the alternator and installing the mount also. So I just gotta get my fuel line and reinstall that one here. And the PCV valve, connectors. Let's try to see if I'm forgetting something. But yeah, pretty much. So you gotta reinstall the rest of the stuff, and we'll be ready to see if it starts. And also reinstall the little timing cover on this side also, and I'm running down. So I just gotta install the upper timer cover also. I'm gonna do that after I install the valve cover gasket. Gotta run the throttle cables over and install them. That mounts there. Let me get the valve cover out. I'm gonna work on that next. I'm gonna reinstall new tube seals also with the gasket. So I'm gonna get that out and work on it. And I also changed the water pump when I had the head off. It made it a lot easier. So I get you back on when I make more progress. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, this was the first start. And yeah, while the car was waiting, the cats ended up getting stolen off of it before he brought it over. But yeah, burning out excess oil out the exhaust manifold. Got everything back together. We just screwed the timing rivets around. I had to redo the spark plug wires because they were in the wrong order. So, got it pumped back together. The belt might be a little too tight. I'm gonna loosen it up a little bit. And got to replace the belts anyway, but yeah. It would start up and run on its own, not shooting coolant out the radiator like it was at first. Let me see what else I'm forgetting. But yeah, it will run on its own power. Got the mount back on also. So pretty much done with this one. Just let him take it on to the muffler shop. We back with the Honda Accord. He finally got the exhaust fixed. Now we can see how it really runs. Running smooth with no misfires, no engine shaking. Got an RPM like it's supposed to. So yeah, like I was saying, another one fits. Oh, also no overheating or anything. Cooler reservoir right here. No bubbles in it. Cooler hose not all tight. Yeah, we're gonna close this one out.